Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host, identifying as the Barstool Cougar. Every Wednesday we meet here and talk about important things and important people. This week we're going to wrap up the first ever Define Yourself photo exhibit. Talk a little bit more about Liz Cheney and why she's Luke Skywalker. But first, let's get right to it and address the stunning announcement this week by Steve Robinson, the executive producer of the Kirk Minihane Show, that he's breaking up with the show, leaving Barstool Sports on mental leave. I mean, it was a fabulous show when he announced it. Took Kirk totally by surprise. It had everything a good drama needs, the element of surprise. He just dropped the bomb. I won't be in Madawaska. The aha moment, when he forgot the cable, realized that there was no partnership with him and Kirk, and then of course, it's not you, Kirk, it's just me. I just need mental leave. So I thought it was interesting too. It caused such a reaction by Kirk Minihane that he blurted out that he actually said, "I'm gobsmacked." I mean, gobsmacked? Is this like a gay British side of Kirk that we were introduced to for the first time when Steve broke up with him? I mean, exceptionally strong feelings towards Steve were revealed on the show, and that could kind of play out in the days to come. We'll see. We don't know where that's going. And we get to see it and hear it live. I mean, Kirk said, "I am devastated by this." I mean, he was almost really in tears. Meanwhile, blind Mike was sitting there trying to crack jokes, sweating like a pig. It was masterful content. I mean, Steve's, he's successful really at everything he does, and he proved it again by his grand exit rather, from the Kirk Minihane Show this week. He laid his cards on the table for the conditions of his return. It's like, maybe I'll come back after my journey. 200,000, a license to create content, contract. We'll see. It was brilliant. It was a brilliant plot twist executed flawlessly, and I congratulate Steve and wish him the very best here from the Smugsy Show. Bon voyage. Enjoy being in the wind. And just to the fans who have been concerned that perhaps Steve's exit would mean Smugsy gracefully bowing out from Barstool Sports as well. I mean, certainly now, thank God, there's no reason to ever listen to the Kirk Minihane Show again. But as far as identifying as the Barstool Cougar, I don't think that really jives with the Smugsy brand, because what we stand for here on the show, what I stand for, when I identify as the Barstool Cougar, is really somebody who writes their own narrative. You can't be canceled without no one can cancel you without your consent. So I don't really want to cancel myself, because it's just not who I am at the moment. But it is hard identifying as the Barstool Cougar. It's hard being a woman Barstool fan who likes dogs and has an opinion. I mean, everybody really anybody has blocked me, for instance. The Token CEO Facebook group, Kirk Minihane, his gang. But Stool Presidente, he hasn't blocked me yet. So as far as I'm concerned, if Stool Presidente blocks me, then that's another ball game. But for now, we're going to continue to produce artistic content that empowers fans and enrages our enemies. Which, of course, brings us to the Define Yourself photo exhibit that wrapped up this week. It was exclusively on OnlyFans, and it was a huge success, thanks to all the fans who came out and supported the arts. If you missed it, well, it's in the history books now, and you missed it, so don't miss it next time. But we will have other opportunities. Look forward to Smugsy on Vacation with Mr. X, an upcoming live photo journey out west. Think of it as like Cowboy Smugsy. with Mr. X, and we'll be visiting, among other places, Wyoming, which, of course, is where Liz Cheney is from, the Republican congresswoman who we've discussed on the show and who was recently removed from leadership for standing up to Donald Trump and his big lie that the election was stolen from him, because it wasn't. We're going to visit Wyoming and confirm that Liz Cheney is, in fact, Luke Skywalker, because, as many of you know, her father, Dick Cheney, was the Darth Vader of the George W. Bush administration. I mean, Dick Cheney sent shivers down liberal spines. He was the dark force behind the demise of America's morality and really the deconstruction of all democratic institutions. I mean, the Iraq War, Dick Cheney's fault. Abu Ghraib, the Valerie Plame affair, Katrina, the recession, all of it Dick Cheney's fault. So he was the Darth Vader, and as you know, maybe this is a spoiler alert, but Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father. So both Dick Cheney and Darth Vader, in the end, produced a force for good, because Liz Cheney obviously is like Luke Skywalker, who is, part of a rebel alliance fighting the Galactic Empire, which of course is like, the Trump side in the Republican Party. So I think she's, Darth Vader was evil, but he was in like 7 out of the 12 Star Wars movies. So Liz Cheney, she's going to live to see another movie. We're going to see her again. She might be a vice presidential candidate, but who knows? Maybe she'll have the lead. Maybe she'll get to be president if she takes out the Death Star, if you know what I mean. So look for us as we head on the road. Smikesy and Mr. X go west on vacation. And that's it for this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter @SmikesyGirl. Subscribe to this show and leave a comment. And until next time, this is Smikesy signing off. Take care.